Jukeboxes. They're one of the new blocks introduced in 1.2. Their basic function is to play music discs, and their different music discs play different songs. But what if I told you they actually contain redstone properties? Would you believe me? In fact, jukeboxes are more versatile than you may think, capable of powering entire circuits. But they can only do it with the help of a little round friend of theirs. So, what all is the jukebox able to do? You're about to find out. What's up, agents? Zero here, and welcome to Redstone 101. This is the show that'll teach you more about redstone so that you can build better contraptions. And honestly, it's been a long time since I've actually done an episode of Redstone 101. I think the last episode was like back in January of this year, so it's been a long time. We really haven't had anything new as far as redstone is concerned until just recently. So earlier today, or technically yesterday, according to when this video is going out, we received the brand new 1.2 update, no longer a beta. So it's completely out. Better Together is finally available to us. So it's no longer Pocket Edition. It's no longer Xbox One, Nintendo Switch. It's all one game, which is actually fairly interesting. So now we can actually play with everyone. And so now with that out of the way, we actually have the jukebox, which is one of the newer blocks in the game. And by the way, this flat world that I'm on, well, I had to build this set twice, and these walls just appeared both times, so there really isn't anything I could do about it. So yeah, I'm gonna get into what the jukebox and the other stuff is, and then I'll go ahead and get into the actual redstone itself. So this is the jukebox, and this is the crafting recipe right here. So it is honestly a little bit expensive. It does require at least a diamond in order to work, or at least to craft, and this is what it actually looks like. Now, this is the default orientation of it. No matter where you place it, in what direction you're facing, it will always look like this, and the little slot will always be facing in this direction. Now we're moving on to their counterpart, the music disc, because these jukeboxes don't actually do anything without the help of the music disc. And you can get the music disc in one of two different ways. You can either get them as loot from chests, which you have to find new generated terrain in order to find these, and I do believe they spawn in dungeons. I'm not 100% sure, but you have to have newly generated terrain, so either a completely brand new world or an old world with an area that you've never visited before in order to find these music discs. And there's actually a total of 12 of them. In fact, I have a list up on my computer next to me telling me every single one of the names of these music discs, as well as information about what they do as far as the redstone is concerned. So that's one way that you can get music discs. There's actually another way you can get music discs. So if I go ahead and press this button, it's going to spawn a creeper, and it's going to open up this machine, which is going to cause this skeleton to be exposed. Now this skeleton, because I'm in survival, the skeleton is attempting to kill me, but instead he's attacking the creeper. And I was doing some testing with this machine earlier. It's actually rather simple, and here's the thing. Creepers actually always will drop a music disc if they actually end up getting killed by a skeleton. There are a number of ways that you can go about doing it. You can either use a machine like what I've built, or from what I've heard, if you can get both a skeleton and a creeper in a boat at the same time, you can get the skeleton to point its bow at the creeper, and you can get a music disc that way. Don't quote me on that. I just saw a video that's technically possible, but either way, it gets you to get a music disc for free just by having one mob kill another. Now let's actually get into the redstone side of this. Excuse me. Basically, these jukeboxes, they'll give a comparator output, but only when a music disc is inserted. As you can tell, there's a jukebox, a music disc inside the jukebox rather, and the comparator is in fact on. Now you can probably tell that there is in fact no music playing, and that's simply because in the mobile version of the game, the music is not implemented directly into the game. It actually makes a lot of sense, and the reasoning that I think that they have is because then that way the download size is not super huge, which honestly I can understand why they did that. Now supposedly they're going to be coming out with a resource pack that you can either buy from the store or download from third-party websites that you can install to enable the music if you're on a mobile device, but for right now it's not currently available. There's really nothing I can do. I do apologize, but as you can tell, it's still giving us our comparator output, and it actually can detect redstone through blocks. So if I go and place the disc in this jukebox, I keep seeing it backwards, I need to stop. Basically what this does is that it's reading the disc in the jukebox through this block, which can make some contraptions a lot easier to hide. So that's basically how you use redstone with jukeboxes. And I forgot to put this last one away. There we go. So here's the way this works. I have this machine. Some of you who remember some previous Redstone 101 episodes, I know there are probably a few of you out there, not too many though, you might recognize this machine from my comparator episode. In fact, you might remember it from a few other videos as well. It's actually a very simple tower that tells you what the power of something is from a comparator. Now, inside this chest is actually all 12 music discs that you can get in the game. And I'll go ahead and read to you what these discs are. So we have 13, which C4118, I do believe is actually the composer, or the name of the composer for all these songs. I'm not 100% sure. Someone can correct me down in the comments. But this disc is 13. This disc is Cat. This is Blocks, Chirp, Far, Mal, Malohi, I think is how it's pronounced, Stall, Strad, Ward, 11, and Wait. And these every single one of these discs give off a different comparator output. So let's start with 13 here. So if we put this in here, it gives off a comparator output of 1. So if we go ahead and put these back, let's go ahead and pull out Cat. Cat gives out a comparator output of 2. And so you can obviously see how this will actually turn out. And this goes in order. So Blocks is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, all the way up to Wait, which gives off a full comparator output of 12, all the way up to right here where it says 12. It's fairly obvious. But yeah, that's basically what they do. Now, you can actually use this to your advantage. I have set up here a set of piston doors, and what this contraption does is it detects which disc is being used. So let's go ahead and show you how this works. So I have 3 music discs in here. If I go ahead and pull out all 3 of these music discs, we're going to start off with this first music disc. This is Blocks, and this gives off a redstone output of 3. If we put this in here, it turns on this redstone lamp, and this piston door opens up. Now let's move on to the next music disc. This is Mal. This gives us an output of 6. If we put this in here, it turns on the second redstone lamp, and the second door opens up. Now we can do this one final time with this last disc. This is Strad, which again has a redstone output of 9. And as you can see, this redstone lamp turns on, and this door is now open. And we'll go ahead and explain exactly how this is actually working. So let me pop to the back. So the first disc comes all the way over here, and when it detects the first disc, this redstone torch will be powered off, thus depowering all this redstone and causes this redstone torch to turn back on, which turns on our lamp. If a stronger disc is put in, then redstone output is going to be going up onto this block, powering this repeater, which powers the remainder of this redstone, causing this to be on, which causes this to be off, thus powering our pistons. And the next one down the line will open up, and the next one down the line, as far as that's concerned. That's exactly how it works, and that's basically all the uses that comparators actually have. Now let's actually get into the basics, things that are kind of important to know when using these. So first off, jukeboxes are technically considered as transparent objects. They will not send redstone signal through them. So that basically that means they do not give off quasi connectivity. However, you can in fact use droppers to put music discs into jukeboxes, and you can actually also use hoppers to do the same thing, which I actually have this hopper locked with this redstone torch. If I go ahead and flick this on, it put the disc in here using the hopper, and now we've got a redstone output through the comparator. However, hoppers cannot actually take music discs out of them. In order to take the music disc out, you actually have to take them out manually. And last but not least, they cannot be moved by pistons. See, as you can tell, I'm flicking this lever on and off multiple times, and the piston just does not move the jukebox. So it's actually going to be rather useful for a number of different applications, because since pistons can't move them, I can only assume that slime blocks cannot attach to them as well. I haven't fully tested this out just yet. I could be completely wrong. That's something I'm going to have to experiment with. Now, there will be a world download in the description if you guys want to check this world out for yourself, but that's actually going to have to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you did, make sure that like button. Well, more than that, make sure to hit that subscribe button for future content. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at AgentCP0 to stay updated. This has been Zero Studios. Thank you guys for watching, and with that, I will see you guys later.